zero sales days. But before I dive into that subject, I want to thank everybody for watching my channel. I'm going through a little bit of restructuring. No, I'm not changing my name or anything like that. I'm actually starting to work with another YouTube producer, and we're just going to work together so we can both raise our content level. Now, his channel is not the same subject as my channel, but we both have passion for photo and video, and I will link to some of his videos in the future. He's a fantastic person. He just changed the name of his channel, so I'll link that here in the next few videos because I really love collaborating with people, and I hope because of that to raise the level of production and entertainment and education on this channel. And that's the whole purpose of working together. And I believe a rising tide lifts all boats. So I believe in working with people and helping each other. Now, the zero sales days. Oh man, if you have not had one, I'm sorry to say you will have one. And if you have too many of them, I'm truly sorry. And a lot of you just can relate because you've been there more than once. So I remember at iStock about 3 or 4 years ago, I went 6 days without a sale and I was exclusive. I was an exclusive video artist. And let me tell you something. When you feed your family with stock and you get 6 days with no income, that's when they were actually reporting the sales through the day. They don't do that anymore, so you can't track it anyway. But it was nerve-wracking. I probably would have been better off not watching those numbers. But, the reality, a lot of people say, oh, just ignore it. It'll all even out. That is true. But then I think we need to take a step back and say, okay, why am I having zero sales days? And I think that there are some things we can do to limit those days. And I think that's what's important about moving forward. So as I've been pondering this over the past couple days and thinking about it, the best route forward for myself, and having been in this industry so long, I would have to think that it's probably a good route forward for you, and that's why I'm sharing it, okay? I'm really sharing my ponderous thoughts on this subject, is to focus on the high-end shoot briefs across as many subjects as possible in order to reduce those zero sales days. Another way to do this, we have Halloween coming up. So right now there's a lot of Halloween decorations up and Halloween themes. So what you do every year is you shoot the theme of what you're landing on. Because honestly, if you haven't had a lot of Halloween content up by now, it is too late in the market because Christmas content is already being bought now. So by the time you get to Christmas, you start shooting Christmas content, it's too late on the market, but it won't be too late for the next year. So what you do is you go through each holiday or each event that you want to film, and you work with the seasons, and year after year, your portfolio grows so you can cover more of those seasons and hopefully get some more sales. As I've said, sales are down across the board. I've been testing the Pond5 exclusivity program, and it is no worse than anywhere else right now. So, it's interesting to watch that, but I don't see a negative there if someone wants to go that route. There's some positives there too. So, but really, it's the subject matter, the quality of the subject matter, and the breadth of the subject matter that reduces your zero sales days. So, I agree with shoot what you love, but that only works to a certain point, because if you love shooting rocks and rivers, you're not going to get many sales. So, there is a shoot what you love in context, okay? So in context means, if you're treating this as a business, then you also need to shoot what sells, and hopefully that's what you love, because really that's what you need to focus on first, is shoot what sells. And then you should love shooting. So I would say love shooting and love working with your camera first, but actually focus on what's making money. And that will be a benefit to you in the long run. So zero sales days are going to happen even when you have a broader portfolio as mine. I have over 7,000 clips that I've curated for on Blackbox, and I have zero sales days on Blackbox. And I have a pretty broad selection of clips that I've curated there, okay? I'm surprised I don't have a sale a day at least, but that is not the case. I have, 8,000 clips spread out across 4 or 5 other sites. And a lot of those sites, a lot of them are still zero sales days that come up. Usually across all my sites, it is rare that I don't have at least one sale a day when I put them all together. But the ones I've been able to track, I have been down to one sale a day across all the sites. So don't think that just because you have amazing content or great content, I'm not the most prolific stock shooter out there, that you're not going to have these down days. You look at Hotel Foxtrot, some of these other really high-end producers, they have slow days. They might do better than me, and I hope they do. You watching may make a lot more money than I do at selling on stock. But that's the reason why I've come at this so many directions, and I try to shoot so many different things, and you can have a little bit of ADD in this industry and just kind of jump around and shoot what you feel like, macro one day, models the next day, just build it out. And that's part of the joy of it. But more and more as the industry starts to tighten, it's going to be that, well, the more zero sales days there are, honestly, friends, the more people that are going to stop producing. So the market will grow a bunch like it has, and then it's going to shrink back down because there's just not enough money in it for people that want to shoot at any certain level. Okay, because the reality of it is 5% of the people take home 90% of the income. And that's just how it is just about anywhere. So, a lot of people sell stock video, but not at any level that's, a few $100s a year, maybe $2,000 or $3,000 a year. If I don't make more than that a month, I'm disappointed. So, it's spread out a lot. That being said, the competition is fierce, but it will wane down. And the only thing that's going to float our boats is quality and quantity combined. So don't get in the blues over the zero sales days. Go out and find some new avenue to shoot, new ways to create content. Make your own niche. Advertise for yourself. Use stock as a walking portfolio. And keep watching this channel as I try to give you tips and ideas. I'm going to be doing a paid program very soon on taking a shoot brief, walking you through how to shoot them, and then uploading them and walking you through my post-processing. And I'm going to do that for shoot briefs as we go through, and that's going to be paid content. I'm going to take a lot of time in teaching you how to do this. So I look forward to producing that. I will have the first one out this year, hopefully more than one before the end of the year. So hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're loving the channel. I appreciate your support. This video is actually a day late because I was shooting a bunch of video yesterday for the school that my kids attend. It was actually a gift to them, but I edited the whole thing in DaVinci Resolve. And at one point, I was really tempted to run back into Final Cut Pro because I've edited on it for years, but I want to learn Resolve. And then I got into Final Cut, and I realized that I shot in HLG3, so in Final Cut I have to change the coloring before I can even get down for the clips to look halfway decent in Final Cut Pro 10. So then I'm like, I'll forget it. I'll jump back into Resolve. I had to watch a few videos on a few things I wanted to do. But by and large, a really good experience on editing with DaVinci Resolve. I think I'm going to be sticking with it as my main editor moving forward. Hey, thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video.